Hello. So, I'm sorry to say that whilst a lot of us were pleased that the bomb scare in the US was exactly that no real bombs were sent, even though terror and fear and more bigotry and hate were the no doubt desired result that we did end up with, Democrats and Republicans at each other's throats, though I'm not sure that that's more than business as usual. And I'm sure that in years to come we will look back and realise what distraction was being achieved through those events. An actual atrocity has been perpetrated, and this time nobody's been left in a doubt as to whether or not it's fake. A massacre has been perpetrated in a synagogue in Pittsburgh, and there's 11 dead, 6 wounded, and yes, the man who did this has been caught and charged with 29 different things. I believe there's still upward of 13 charges pending. But you know what? It doesn't matter. They can charge him till the cows come home. It doesn't stop those people being dead, the others being wounded, and the fact that he has now turned a day of peace, a naming ceremony for a baby in a synagogue, into fear, terror, uncertainty, grief, and all because of an anti-Semitic hate crime. It doesn't matter if they charge him, if he gets the death sentence even, not that I'm a fan, because that won't undo the fact that there are people blaming the victims, for fuck's sake. You know, even the US president is saying the fault of this shooting massacre wasn't the man with the R-15 assault rifle and upward of 3 handguns on an anti-Semitic rampage, a hate crime fueled by a dislike of the Jewish people. No, he's not to blame according to the president. It's the first responders. In other words, the victims, for not having an armed guard to prevent themselves being killed during the naming ceremony of a baby in a house of peace. Mr. Trump, you're an evil person. Just in case that wasn't clear to you, there's something wrong inside your mind. You should not be leading a football team, let alone a nation of people. My heart goes out to all those who have been affected by this. I have no idea how you're feeling right now, except what I can say is shalom. I hope soon that you get some closure, that you are being given access to all of the counselling that you need, to everything that you need, and that you are able, over time, to rebuild, and that your community becomes stronger for this. I know it won't seem like now that's even remotely possible, but what I know about the Jewish community here in Australia and around the world is you're resilient. You know, you've been persecuted for far more years than I have years to my life. And it's not fair. There's no level of anything I can say or anybody else can say that makes it right, acceptable, and a historical examination of reasons is irrelevant because it doesn't change it or bring anybody back. What I encourage is please look to each other, be there for one another, get the help you need, and remember that the future is full of potential, and hopefully over time, from this, positive change may come. And when it does, that will be your time to step up and make sure that America finally changes its gun policy and becomes a place where people don't have to be afraid of being gunned down just for being alive.